What's up? We talked to United Health CEO getting unalived through Pew Pew. And we also talked Kash Patel and the Trump cabinet. It's
Cash
a wild
money.
one. Cash money. Very fun episode. Very wild. Come on down, Mango Bay.
Sandeep State.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mangobay.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay. One-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama, Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari. Hello. Welcome.
Patreon.com/Mango Bay. Exclusive.
There it is.
Get on it.
I almost called the podcast Patreon. In fact, I did. I was like, Patreon.
Yes, come Patreon.
I just
Patreon
started it and
Bay.
I came in hot with the Patreon.
Please, dude, stop.
Guys, get on the Patreon. All right. Help us do this full time.
You know, I had actually like a little called him Muhammad moment where I'm like, let's make some money off this shit, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. All right. Anyway,
there it is. That was the call from Muhammad to Muhammad. The call is coming from inside the mosque,
inside
guys.
the mosque, dude.
Dude, okay, so the United Healthcare guy got capped, broad daylight,
Whoa.
in Midtown.
Cigna, you're next.
Dude, seriously.
That's my specific one.
Well, I saw a chart of the people who deny the most claims, and United Healthcare was the one that denies the most. This is one of those few occasions where everybody was just kind of happy.
Happy.
I even read a quote from his wife when they were like, anything? They were like, apparently there were some death threats. I think there were, probably. She's like, anyway, I can't deal with this right now. I got to deal with my kids. It was almost like she was just like, whatever.
Dude, I texted somebody, United Health CEO died, and then iPhone did that little balloons thing.
The confetti starts coming down.
The fireworks happen? Okay, Apple. Dude, it's wild.
Dude, it's wild to cap somebody and hop on a city bike. Okay? That's what's crazy.
You saw him pedaling away.
Yeah.
And you don't even know his identity. He had the mask on. He's safe, right?
He's safe, yeah.
He's at large.
He's at large, but no, I mean, yeah, nobody catch him and give him a parade. You know, nobody, they're chasing this guy down to hang a medal on him, you know?
No, you're awesome. You're awesome. Dude, it's so crazy. This guy is fucking, I mean, he looks like a fucking healthcare CEO.
You know what? Look, I don't want to focus on him as an individual human because that sucks if he's got kids and whatever,
All right, dude.
But the thing is that like a lot of leftists are like, yeah, we got him. Like that wasn't a leftist hit.
No.
Okay? They're not competent enough to pull this off.
Bro, this is
It's
a guy who
this is like a corporate espionage assation type situation.
Yeah,
That's
this
had
is
to
for
be
real.
what it was.
This is fucking.
He had like a real silencer on the gun.
Yes, it was a silencer that was actually government like military grade.
Well, it was because nobody heard the shots,
Yes.
right? And it's like your normal silencers that you get, people will still hear it as a gunshot, right?
Yes.
Like that. You know what I mean? It was quieter than that. This guy, hyper professional, and it's like this guy's based. The CEO is based in Minnesota. That's where he lives.
Yeah.
That's where United Healthcare is based.
Sure.
This guy got capped in Manhattan.
Boom.
Like who knows when they're having like
During an expo, like an expo,
It's like 7 a.m.
He's wearing like a lanyard, you know. Yeah. He's going to get like the donuts and the coffee, and then pop. This makes me. The first thing I heard when I read this, I was like, I gotta stop posting my fucking schedule. You know, no one's more easily and more assassinatable than a comedian in New York. 7 o'clock, tiny cupboard. 7:30, tiny cupboard. 8 p.m., grizzly bear. Come on down and shoot me in the head.
Dude, I mean, listen, I think you're right. But like, that's the thing is that's why I think it's a professional hit. Because like, who's going to know that this guy is going to be, who lives in Minnesota, is going to be in Manhattan.
Dude.
At this thing. I mean, I guess somebody who's very invested, but I think this
Who
is
has
a corporate
Google,
hit
maybe?
job. Huh?
Somebody who has Google, perhaps.
I guess. I mean,
Location, United Health. It seemed professional. Also, it's like, dude, when have you ever seen the insurance companies ever lose ever? Seems like they've been 1,000-0 for 10,000 years.
I know. Watch, she's got a life insurance policy, and the wife isn't going to be able to collect. It's going to be a United Healthcare policy. She won't be able to collect on this shit.
That's going to be brutal.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if she was behind it.
Well, we don't cover biked assassins.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't cover city bike
Only
assassins.
foot assassins or drive-bys, technically.
Now, if he was murdered in Compton, we'd have
Yeah.
a claim here.
Yeah.
We'd have a claim in Compton.
It is an adjudication right now because it was an e-bike. So that could technically
There's the
count.
e-bike law that Elon Musk actually passed through that you can actually be fucking prosecuted.
Dude.
Absolutely insane. I'm not elated, but makes me sad that the industry is so fucking bad that people are just like.
It makes me sad that this situation has to exist,
Right.
where people get their coverage denied and they have to deal with shitty insurance companies
Right.
and all that shit, right? Because it's insurance companies that are the problem, right?
Really, it's like, okay, at least they're not shooting kids anymore in schools, right? They're like turning the gun and like, what about you, buddy?
Well, listen, my whole theory on terrorism has always been like, just go after the politicians, bro. This isn't a democracy. We don't call the shit. We don't call the shots here.
Dude, why do they
No,
want?
nobody's gonna be mad if half of these congressmen or senators take an L.
As you see.
The only people who will be mad are their mistresses, who are gonna lose their sugar baby apartment or whatever.
I have to go back to Thailand.
Yeah.
And work as a man boy.
Seriously. So it is kind of right. Like, this is the way to go.
Dude. I mean, dude, if you see movies, like, why don't you get inspired and do exactly what the movie does? It seems like they'll watch Bourne Ultimatum and be like, to the schools we go.
Right.
It's like, just do the movie where they're killing like heads of state and stuff.
But you know what I think is going to happen? Here's my prediction. You ready?
What?
Now, with this happening, CEOs of all the big companies are going to be on alert, right? And now what's going to happen is we're going to leverage all the the kind of woke energy of that's DEI kind of energy, protected class of citizens energy. And now it's going to be applied to CEOs, or CEOs. You can't speak badly online about CEOs. This is my prediction.
That's interesting.
Is that it's all now the downstream effect of this is actually going to be.
It's going to be, that's a very interesting point, because I do think that they have the money. And if they are angry,
They have the influence
as a class,
too,
right?
right?
Say
Yeah.
a class as a voting block, CEOs are the block, right? So if they want to do something, they'll just do it.
Yeah,
Which
because
means
they vote with the money, with the donations. They have all the politicians in their pockets.
Right.
So what's going to happen is you're not going to be able to make inflammatory speech against corporations anymore.
That's interesting.
Corporations becoming people is
And then
now reaching its final form.
you'll see like a CEO of Nickelodeon run with like 19 like South African bodyguards.
There you go.
It's going to look like a Filipino
Mossad,
election.
got
you
the
know?
full Mossad. All the pedophiles are going to have like a Mossad security detail.
Right.
You know?
It's going to look like a Filipino election. Fucking just like
Spetsnaz.
dudes in just like,
Yeah,
like armored
exactly.
fucking vehicles.
Like, who's that? Head of programming at Nickelodeon.
That's Viacom guy. Oh, Johnson & Johnson's over
Oh,
there.
I thought that was like a cartel guy. It's like, nope.
No. Just
Nope.
He does Gerber.
Yeah.
He's CEO of
Yeah.
Gerber applesauce. Watch out, he'll kill you. Because I don't think CEOs have ever felt in danger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, they haven't.
When's the last time a CEO was assassinated in broad daylight?
That's a good point.
Legitimately.
There was one that was assassinated by a submarine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
God,
Yes. That's true.
Absolutely.
Yes, he
But
was
you're right.
technically
Water-based
assassinated by a submarine.
assassination.
I mean, I don't know about that show. If there's some dorky 15-year-old who could deal with the overriding with his PlayStation controller, like, I don't know. Listen to this.
Get it? Yeah, I just think it's so new because it's like, obviously that could have happened at any time, you know, but assassinations were like reserved for like heads of state or like black civic rights leaders, whatever.
Yeah.
There was no like white dude in danger, you know, who was like running a company. It seemed like a no-brainer.
I know, especially
Seems
during
like
the financial crisis. Jamie Dimon, all those guys were walking
They
around.
were walking around.
Like, yeah.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Blankfein, Lloyd Blankfein or whatever. Nothing happened to those guys. I'm not saying something should. That is not what I'm
not
saying
I'm
here
just saying,
at all.
I think poor people don't think bullets can hit rich people. Something in the mental think it's if I just shoot a rich, it'll bounce off his like Kevlar.
I mean, we have to see who the culprit was. In fact, this is a minute by minute thing. Let's just check really quick and see. Assassin.
Who's on your fantasy draft, Joe? Of like most in danger CEOs.
Well, Elon's definitely.
Elon is not even Big Kahunga.
Who is the city? But they're calling him the city bike assassin. Bad for city bike, by the way.
No.
There's two corporations that are taking a big hit right now. One is Citigroup, the other one's United Healthcare.
You know who's really angry is Uber. They're like, he couldn't have done a drive-by. He couldn't have taken a Patel and done a drive-by. Because now,
Someone take a city bike. Aren't those like tracked and
No, well,
So that's the thing. And I saw somebody on Twitter who's like, hey, I actually, as a hobby, like to scrub like metadata from City Bike kiosks. And he was like, this guy got off at 82nd Street and Madison.
Yeah.
But it's also just like, are you sure that the guy went to a City Bike kiosk
and
jumped on it?
putting the skate to
Because
QR
that
code?
is the wildest shit ever, is to like do the hit,
Dude.
be like, all right, and then go up to a kiosk, hop on a City Bike, and then zero up.
Imagine killing somebody and then like taking your phone and be like, okay, hold on.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
Okay.
So I feel like he already had the City Bike maybe, but I don't know. I feel like it's a stolen City Bike.
Imagine you kill somebody and all the e-bikes are stolen.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
Like pedal. He's all sweaty.
Manual!
He's all sweaty.
Fuck, man.
But that was also, the people were just like, well, why would he have gotten it from a kiosk? That's obviously
No,
traceable.
he had it ready to go.
He had it ready to go. Probably stolen.
I've seen those like hoodlums with the city bikes. They're not paying for the city bikes.
Yeah, those are DoorDash drivers, bro. All right, those are your own people. Okay, most of them are Bengali. All right, chill.
Hoodlum is his Arabic name. Hoodlum.
Hoodlum.
But yeah, I've seen like the youths have like unmarked.
The youths. You said that was great. The youths.
Youths. Say it again.
Yeah.
They have like unmarked city bikes. Have you been to like sort of deep Bushwick? Like deep Ridgewood? They like out here with like some city bike looking
They've
things.
got like
that-
their own customized looking city
it's
bikes.
like tricked out exhibits on a show.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, city bikes are not very nimble. They're heavy as shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I don't understand why he had a city bike. Why can't he just have to bring an actual bike to the fucking heist or the
I
kill?
think because he needed an e-bike.
Right, so
Right?
you
So
couldn't
it
buy
was-
the bike?
Maybe you could buy the bike, but maybe he's a very
Spend it
cost-effective
all
assassin.
on the military.
Yeah.
military.
This is
grade
how you know
science.
he comes from a rival healthcare company, right? Because they were like cutting costs. They're like, why don't you just get a city bike? You know, I've been running it through the budget.
Yeah.
It's hard for the budget.
We're just not going to spring for
Yeah,
a city bike.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
not covered under the assassin plan right
There's a
now.
new mandate about resource management, and look, we want you to get Brian.
Listen, you can blame Obama. You can blame Obamacare for that. That's insane, dude. It really is insane. Heart goes out is what happened to him.
Yes, I was gonna say Hart should go back in, but oy. You know, the other thing is I saw all the worst people online. All the worst people online. These are the people who have like Ukraine flags in their bio
Yeah, of
and
course.
shit. Who are just like, I can't believe people are laughing and dancing on the corpse of the CEO of United Health. And I was
know, I
like,
know.
you're a fucking asshole.
He's a father. He's a father. It's like, dude, I get it, sure, but I mean, that there's something that happens to people's minds when they see a video. They're like, I have to be the most annoying person I can possibly be in this moment.
Yes.
It's a thing in media. We know this very well.
Yeah.
Dude, but he did like it was just like just like straight up.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I was just like, am I watching fucking
Straight up.
Am I watching Last of Us right now?
Did you also scream World Star?
I was just like, when he came up,
World Star.
and then he did a thing. It was like a one shot kind of. It was like this. That's why I think it was a trained assassin, like a proper assassin.
Well, they know the exact spots. They know the exact where to quickly kill him. No bleeding out almost.
The suppressor on it was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The fact that nobody could hear that shit. It was the one person next to him who was like, "Whoa," but nobody else noticed shit.
He had a fucking downloadable content gun. That's how fucking good it was.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? He
he
had a
did.
fucking like expansion pack gun.
He had a DLC gat,
Real talk.
the DLC heater.
The DLC heater.
It probably has like tiger stripes on it or something, you know.
in the
Yeah.
in the start menu, change it up, customized. Really, really fascinating. I just don't know a precedent for this, to be honest. That isn't in some fucking warlord African nation. Like,
Yeah.
I really like in African nations. I feel like if this happened, it's like, well, he
Look,
was.
here's the other thing though, is that people who are celebrating, right, because they don't like healthcare companies, great, awesome.
Sure.
But here's my guess is that this was like some kind of corporate assassination
I think
type
so.
job.
Right.
And it was probably in service of like another more evil healthcare company. And now that's going to make things more evil. We just have to accept that that is a possibility.
Right. But also, why start now? What exactly was United going to do that was going to ruin something? Were they going to do a merger? Like, what was the mise en scène for this murder?
You know what?
I
I don't know. I don't. So you're right. In terms of that, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I'm not that guy for that. I like to put my tinfoil hat on whenever I can. There is, I think, also a very high likelihood that this is a person who does have a serious grievance about coverage,
Right.
or
Something,
a claim that wasn't met, right, and has suffered greatly.
He's like, massages weren't covered in my lab.
Yeah. Something like that, you know?
I wanted the reflex.
My bottom surgery wasn't covered like you said it would be.
You think it's Dog Day Afternoon, but
Look, they were dressed like a Bushwick-style non-binary, you know what I mean? Like, that is the uniform.
can I say that was pretty tacked on to the storyline of Dog Day Afternoon, by the way?
It was.
Anyway, so
It's
random.
great.
It was, and also in the 80s. What a fucking troll move.
Amazing.
I need bottom surgery.
Yeah,
That's
for
why
my girlfriend.
Bank.
Sure.
Okay, Al Pacino,
It could be a Dog Day Afternoon style situation like that.
Where he just wants a new dick.
They, excuse me, they.
Sorry. It
Yeah.
wants a new dick.
Or maybe they're just a guy who just wants a new dick. Yeah, that's another possibility. But I think it's reasonable to think that this could be somebody who is just fed up with the healthcare shit, and they're like, who fucking runs this fucking company? Time to send a message, and now they've made it old boy style.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
God.
We're just like went deep, learned how about silencers.
What a wild day that would be to
Yeah.
kill a CEO and then fuck your daughter.
What?
You said old boy.
Okay, yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
geez,
Sorry.
okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What? I thought we were doing an old boy thing.
You know, I forgot all about the actual what happens in Old Boy.
That's half the
All
spot.
I remembered is like Long Game Revenge. You
What?
had to go
You
deep.
forgot the best part of the movie where he's fucking his daughter? Remember what happens at the end? Remember what happens at the end?
Tell me.
Brother.
That he discovers that
and
it
then
was
he's
his
still
daughter.
like,
yeah.
let's still keep going.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Jesus, that's gnarly.
Well,
So you're my daughter? Shit, I wish I cared. Let's get out of here.
yeah.
Anyway,
City Bike Assassin.
dude, you know how bad. You know, I read a book about healthcare recently, and it was like, America is so much worse because of the ability to deny anybody coverage.
Yeah.
No one other. That's the core of it, of why it's so shitty, is that no other country on earth like does that.
Yeah.
Like you don't deny basic coverage. I mean, poor countries obviously, but any developed country, there is a plan for the fucking, the lout on the bench. There's just a minimal thing that is there, and America doesn't have that, and that's the core.
I mean,
You can deny.
I really do find the whole thing fascinating because now we're also seeing democracy in another form, right? Usually it's
Right.
like, oh, politicians, CEOs, whatever,
Right.
or politicians or whatever. But now it's people who are looking at companies like healthcare companies who are like, these are the people who actually govern our lives. And they're like, I'm gonna fucking clap one of these motherfuckers.
It's dangerous too, because what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like Last of Us 2 had like the little, Joel died. What do you, next thing you know? Yeah, the guy from Naughty Dog is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gamers have the power now to like
Yeah,
change
yeah,
the plots. Don't make them gay.
Yeah.
Shoot them.
That's true.
Dude, it's dangerous because before it was school shooters. Now it's just shooters.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have a really, really autistic person to go after like a gaming company CEO, though. You know what I mean? United Healthcare, this guy's not necessarily neurodivergent.
I.e. gamers.
Yeah, I mean,
Bro.
I'm on my 15th playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima right now, so I don't know if I'm autistic, but
Sequel coming out. Get ready for that.
yeah, Ghost of Hote.
Hote.
Can't wait.
It's me crazy. Yeah. Make sure y'all make another impossible co-op section, please, so we can't finish.
Yeah, we just got into it too early, and it was just you and I.
I know. We did.
Too.
That's insane. He was in this room.
We got very far in that too for just two people.
I know. But brother's like, I'm wondering how this shapes forward, because it's like, it seems like if you give these weird people ideas, they'll take it to the nth degree, right? School shooting wasn't huge until it was, right?
Yeah.
This is not a big thing yet. I don't foresee it lessening. This concept of shooting had like people of power, or like maybe even lesser. Say the CEOs start getting armed up. You just go at your like local boss, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Guns are not leaving, so those.
Look, eventually it's just going to be like, okay, I'm just going down to the smallest person. You
Open
know what I
mic.
mean?
First
Yeah,
list,
exactly.
first bucket list.
Exactly. I'm not going last again, motherfucker.
Going last again.
You're going first. Boom. Anyway, that's enough about the CEO guy.
Next story we got
Okay, next story.
Hindu deep state.
We got the Sandeep state taking shape right now.
This is big.
This is big. I have said it before on the podcast. I do believe that diaspora Hindus are going to restore are going to bring forward a golden era of peace and prosperity in the world. globally, and it is
Guju
happening.
specifically, it seems
I
like.
mean, dude, we've got Tulsi. She's not Indian, but she's Hindu.
You know she's the first Hindu to ever be sworn in office? I didn't know that.
Oh, in the States?
In the States. That's a fact I learned a couple days ago.
I think the only for Indian before her was a Sikh guy, actually.
Yes,
He was Sikh.
but he wasn't Hindu, he was Sikh.
Nah, he's Sikh.
What a fascinating thing. Anyway.
They're so racist they couldn't swear in an Indian Hindu.
I know.
No, I love Tulsi. That's the thing is, we've got first of all we got Tulsi,
Right.
DNI, Kash Patel, who we got to get to in a
Right,
minute.
FBI director.
Vivek on the Doge doing the downside.
And then not to say all the other fucking politicos right underneath.
Of
fucking
course,
doing
of
all
course.
the work.
Of
the
course.
pie, the
Usha Vance,
Right, Usha Vance.
second lady.
The fucking all those like internet guys, Attorney General, all those guys that were there, right?
Yeah,
Ajit, what's his name?
Ajit Pai.
Ajit Pai, right?
Yeah.
He's still in there? He's still in
He
the
was
mix?
he was the I'm forgetting what his he's not in
Right.
there anymore, but I'm forgetting what his
Are these all Gujus? Like, are we getting a Guju vibe here?
No, they're not all good Jews. I mean, Cash is a good Jew.
Ash.
That's
you know.
the only good Jew in there.
No, fucking Vivek. Oh, he's not a
Like
Guju.
he's a Tamil guy.
Tamil.
Oh, and then there's Jay Bhattacharya.
Oh,
who's
yeah,
going to be
yes.
I think like the Surgeon General or some
Right,
shit.
right. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So yeah, this is like Trump. Can we say hates Mexicans, loves Indians?
I don't think Trump is the first Hindu president. Sorry guys.
Mexicans are rapists.
He is orange, by the way. So
He's
just another.
like Mexicans are rapists, and India has no rapists.
I know.
That's Trump. And what a fascinating combo. Dude, Trump really is a guy where, like, if you say one nice thing about him that day, he'll be like, you want to run
You
the
want to
world?
be vice president?
You know, like, when you're a kid and you're, like, setting roles to your
Would you
friends.
like to nurse my son?
Yeah. Would you like to fuck my wife
Yeah.
and run the country? Trump really, it's like he'll give you the world if you are on his side.
Yeah, if you're on the side and you have a nice jawline.
A nice jawline. Yeah. he'll
Like
give
that's
you-
like his thing.
he likes hot guys.
Yeah, he
likes
really
hot
likes
guys.
hot guys.
He likes-
He really likes hot dudes.
He likes hot dudes.
He does. Pete Hegseth, and like the thing
Hot.
is, like he's a good-looking guy. He looks like Captain America, but then you read about him and you're like, this guy's a fucking nightmare.
He's crazy.
You know, he's like,
He beat, what did he
no,
do?
dude, he's got like I don't know how many sexual assault cases against him.
yeah.
I read this New Yorker like profile of him, like the secret history
Yeah.
of Pete Hegseth, which by the way, not that secret.
Right,
you know what I mean? But he's like running all these veteran affairs groups, and so he's going on tour doing like veteran.
Yeah.
We care about veteran tours or whatever, right? Just expense counts to strip clubs. You know what I mean? Just like the fucking Ridley rape gang, you know what I
The
mean?
kindergartner's name was Licorice.
Yeah, dude, just like sexual groping people's asses.
It's crazy.
And on top of all that, this is why I really don't want this guy in there. Is all of these organizations went into the red, into the
Right.
financial red with him. These are small organizations. This guy's now in charge of a multi-trillion-dollar, or could be in charge of a
Right.
multi-trillion-dollar organization, being the Pentagon. I'm like, this is not.
That's a wild.
Yeah,
thing.
Trump, please.
He's not good at what he does.
No, he's not
Bio.
good at what he does.
I mean, he's good at one thing, and that is molesting.
He's a molester.
A molester
okay?
extraordinaire, even.
Yeah,
The Mozart of molesting.
Yeah, he is Ghost Recon when it comes to the fucking molesting, dude. He is special forces with the groping and the assaults. I'm just like, who is this guy? Because everyone's like, oh yeah, we need Christian stuff. He's got like a bunch of Christian tattoos. This guy's got like 7 kids by like 4 baby mamas.
He's crazy.
You know,
He's kind of a bad boy.
his own mom was like, my son is a malignant narcissist who has severe
read this.
issues with women,
Yes.
and he must be
Stop,
stopped.
please.
You know.
Trump's like, but he liked my tie that one day. So I think we're
And this
good.
is in an email that I think she sent to him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It wasn't just
yeah,
like
yeah.
something that she had released as a statement when she was mad. It was like she said that she was like, son, you need help. It was like the vibe of it. you
No,
know?
he's crazy, and I don't think he'll get sworn in. He just was recommended. I don't think they're gonna get him in.
I mean,
right?
he's the only one who I'm like, please no. I don't like Marco Rubio. That's another please no for me.
But I would say Marco Rubio is less pleased no than Pete Hegseth.
They're neck and neck to me. They're neck and neck to me.
Christ.
You know,
I mean-
running the Pentagon though is such an important job,
Right.
And it's not the kind of thing where it's like Trump's going to set the agenda and he's just going to execute it. It's like no, you have to know about how to navigate all the bureaucracies and do all that. You have to like understand it as an organization.
That guy's gonna have real power. That guy's gonna have legitimate power.
Yeah.
Pentagon is like it's like war. It's
Yes.
military.
Yes.
So it's guys.
Apparently he's a huge drunk too. He's
Yeah.
just getting wasted all the
Yeah.
time. Crazy thing about him, he went to like Princeton. He was like smart,
Right.
You know, he went to like Princeton and
He's an Ivy
Yale.
League white guy.
Yeah, and it's like
raised on like 60s white guy values. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
so. Yeah,
no means yes, buddy.
it's hard. It's hard for me to like because I still do. I'm like education, blah,
Right.
but I'm like,
You know, in Princeton back in the day, we're talking. There were the people that ruled that place were not good people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, none of them are good people,
right?
right?
It was like the old white culture at its worst.
Yeah,
you know,
that's very true.
You know, he's probably on Epstein's Island.
You know who wasn't an Ivy League guy? The CEO of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, went to Iowa State.
Wow, salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Yeah, corn of the earth.
Corn of the earth. I mean, so Kash Patel's going to be literally
Cash Money.
You know?
Cash Money Patel. I love this guy. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I love this guy. Anybody, I love him. Every interview I see with him, he's like, I'm going to declassify everything. Kennedy assassination, aliens,
Yeah.
Epstein client list. I'm like, this
your
is the
mama's whole history.
guy. I'm like, this is the guy that I want.
who your mama fucked in high school.
Yeah.
We all going to know.
So I'm excited about Cash. Cash looks like a bald eagle.
Cash looks like a legitimately hot bald eagle.
I don't know. Hot? I don't know.
I think he's hot.
Bald eagle, yes.
Yeah.
You know?
And just that scrunched face. And he's just like,
He's got that Roblox vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I describe a lot of people as Roblox characters, but he's got the Roblox character shape. Forget that though. Okay, he is hot. Okay.
dude, he's a hot build.
Yeah.
And he's energetic. I don't mind him either, but I just don't. He seems a little incendiary. I
Look,
don't know
what we know about good Jews, they're highly competent people.
Yeah.
Okay, they
Yeah.
are highly competent people. Both the founders of India and Pakistan were both good Jews.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm saying, sometimes anyone with power corrupts absolutely. And a good Jew, if we're talking like skill plus corruption, could be dangerous.
I don't know. I mean,
It's all
his
fun and
whole thing
games.
is but listen, his
it's
whole
all
thing,
fun and games when they're running the days in.
His appeal though is that he's the anti-corruption guy. He's going to basically
Sure.
wipe the slate clean of all the corruption at the FBI.
I like that.
So do I. That's why I'm
And
excited
I'm
about
blown
him.
away that he's going to get in there.
Yeah, I'm
with
not
all-
like a Trump loyalist
Yeah.
or something where I'm like they're all good. No,
Yeah.
I specifically like this guy a lot.
He also had like some shit where he's like, "Fuck the FBI."
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Dude, imagine if I was like, Chappelle's a bitch, got a small dick, and he's stupid. And then Chappelle's like, "You want to open?" Yeah. That's what's happening right now. He's like he like called out the Russiagate shit.
Yep.
He's like a bulldog with the fucking shit.
Dude, he said he wants to close down the FBI building in D.C. and turn it into a museum of the deep state. I mean, that's the energy I'm about, dude.
That's crazy.
That's the energy I'm about.
Having little bunches of kids and this is where COINTELPRO started.
Dude, we are
where
entering
black people were given crack.
Listen, I love it. We are entering the era of the Sandeep state. Joe, I think you're excited.
About what?
Kash Patel.
About this guy?
Yeah.
I watched a few videos, the same ones you just described, though. Him saying he wants to turn it into a museum and release everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That
cool.
is crazy, like teaching kids the real shit.
Yeah.
And then we killed Guatemalans for their bananas.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? As a kid, you'd be like, that's a good thing to learn, right? We didn't even start, you before me, probably, definitely, but I didn't even start learning about the idea that government was a bad thing until like high school or college, where you're like, wait a second. To even ask that question, you're so indoctrinated in school, just the first step of like, wait a second.
I know.
That takes a long time. To have kids like in a museum just like, wait a second, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of a beautiful thing, actually.
No, when you go to school in America, it's like, George Washington could never tell a lie, and he chopped down a cherry tree, and then they fast forward to and then we landed on the moon.
Weren't there some slaves in there?
Yeah.
And they were very happy.
Yeah, we
And they
landed
loved it.
on the moon.
And they loved it. They probably hid some story where there was like a loincloth black guy on the moon, like working the fucking shit,
Mining moon rocks.
Mining moon rock, still waiting, singing spirituals in a Ostro helmet. Wait in the crater. Wait in the crater. Anyway, we're past the.
Your
time.
name is Zordon.
My name is Zordon. That's fucking crazy.
Joe, as a non-Indian, non-Hindu, how are you feeling, though, about the fact that there are so many Indians now coming in strong, kind of at the helm of shit?
Well, being so close to you guys, it really prepared me for this. Whereas if I did not produce Mango Bay for almost 6 years now, I've already been in a Brown administration.
And it's a crack administration. We should be deposed immediately, TBH. Obama administration is amazing. Dude, it's Swami and Kash hanging out.
I know.
You know, you see that one meme where like they put Swami on the. It's like a meme of like RRR.
I loved it.
And it was like Vivek and fucking Kash.
And it's
like,
just them beating the shit out of all the British people. So good.
But every guest you guys have ever had has been awesome, except for some of the girls. And then, but everyone's, you know,
Joe's becoming more Indian by the minute, dude.
Joe, stop short of rape, please. That's all we ask. Stop short of bus justice. That's all we ask. That's all we ask, Joe. except some of the women. Which ones specifically?
And I've always said, whenever I do a stand-up show and it's a lot of Indian people in the audience, I kill. Like, they love me.
Dude, really? Joe Loki is like the Indo killer.
He really is, dude.
He's the real assassin.
He
So
really
if they like
is.
me, I like them.
We should call him. His nickname is the Viceroy.
The Viceroy, baby. Lord Mount Kraken out here, dude. Cracking cheeks. Dude, he really is, bro. Joe, the first show, it was like pop.
Well, when we did it at Happy Mondays, Joe killed on that show.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Joe killed on the second show at Happy Mondays. Joe killed really hard at New York Comedy
The last
Club.
one, he was like monster.
Really annihilated.
You know what's interesting? It's like Indians, they love math, and Joe's jokes are all little equations.
That's true.
You know,
That's very true.
they all have a little twist.
Yeah, they left. They're like, wow, well done.
There's an involunary this that happens with every one of Joe's
Well
jokes.
done.
I find
Yeah.
myself doing it. Like, "Arey,
Yeah.
what the omelet? The omelet." And then he did the thing with the omelet. Wow. The sushi. He talked like sushi's crazy. Yeah, I will see like little Indians like,
Do dosas, Joe. Joe, do dosa.
dude, the next Mango Bear show.
Do uttapam, Joe.
Okay, wait, Joe. I want you to do this. Like, I'll yell out some more Indian foods on the next one. I don't want you to have some jokes ready. I'll text you like some really Indian foods. And we'll like kind of be plans and be like vada, and you'll have some vada shit.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you think he's killing now, dude,
Yeah,
think about him
dude.
killing with some like low key, not major label foods.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to be going back to New York Comedy Club end of January.
January, yeah.
Be ready for that.
Hold on, what day exactly?
Well, we'll figure it out. It's
It'll be
probably the last
Wednesday.
Wednesday
So
of
last Wednesday,
January.
just tell
So,
them right now.
so mark that on your calendars. Tickets will be
29th.
dropping available soon.
29. Wait, so I mean, dude, Kash Patel is like, when he gets the actual role, he's the number one, right? This is like Hoover level.
Yeah, he's
That's fucking
J. Edgar Hoover.
yeah. That's crazy.
Kash
That's really
Patel.
blowing my mind. That's all it takes is Trump being like you, and now you have power over the FBI.
Dude, he's the man, dude.
That's a little scary to me.
I mean, this is a guy who's like prosecuting terrorists. Like, he's
Right.
got like a good resume too.
Right.
He also did work for in the Obama administration as well.
What do you mean? Like,
I forget what he was. He was some kind of prosecutor against terrorists and shit.
well, he's been writing a lot of shit. Have you read his book?
Apparently, he wrote like a children's book
Dude,
that
it
was
was
like,
like-
the people who tried to take down the king or something.
Crazy. Dude, these guys can write books.
It was a children's book, and then
Deep
he had another
state
one that's called like
queers.
Government Gangsters.
Right.
It's like stuff for a Trump audience. It's stuff with like pictures and shit. You know.
Do they sell these at Barnes & Noble? Like, that's a wild... How political is Barnes & Noble get? I feel like you have to be like...
I think you can only buy it on like Rumble. Or
Right,
some shit,
right.
You know?
Barnes & Noble's like the leftist who became a queen. Or
Yeah,
something, you know what I mean? The pink-haired lesbian who was the best barista in all the land.
The boy who was queen. or
And the
whatever,
boy
yeah.
who was a queen
Yeah.
and became more.
Kash Patel's got a book. He's like, they tried to take down our president who's got a dick. Our girthy president.
And then the back, they're like, Cash lives with his dog and wife
Yeah.
in Minnesota. They always have like some cute little blurb at the end, no matter how crazy the book was. This book is dedicated to your mama. I'm excited. I think the idea of like way more Indians, which is like a groundswell. Like
That's when you bring things in when you want. That's how it happens when you want
Yeah.
things to be efficient and cutting costs and running smoothly. You
and
bring
you
in
want
the
some
Indians.
fucking ruthless motherfuckers. You know,
Yeah.
born from the hearts of the Days Inns and
Yeah.
the Ramadas. You know, hospitality for the worst people in America.
It's been forged in
from
fire.
from the cinders of the Midwest, of Karens asking for more omelets at the omelet station. These are fucking the real American heartlands.
They really are.
Guju, it's interesting because Gujus really do have like a dual flavor in America. It really
Mm.
is interesting. People don't talk about this. Well, we do, but again, hotel. management is a blue collar kind of thing. Not quite, but like it's on the workhorse end of it. And then you have like the high service industry, like fucking doctor kind of thing.
Right.
Gujus populate both.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
It's
Gujus
not
are
like-
very entrepreneurial is the thing.
That's the thing.
So they don't mind getting their hands dirty
That's the thing.
because they see the long game. They're like, I'm going to be a billionaire
Right.
at the end of this
And
road.
Punjabis are like, I drive a truck because that's all I can do. I can drive a truck with Dalal Mehndi playing in the background.
in the background.
Bakarana manana. Bakarana. So I think Gujus are very fascinating. Like very just like, you ever played StarCraft, bro?
No, I never did.
Okay. There's three. Joe, you ever played StarCraft?
Star Fox.
Star Fox. Great. Thanks. There's three races in StarCraft, right? One is a Terran, Earth, middle stats, everything middle, right? One is the Protoss, which is like the super like tech, like kind of like consciousness is like, stripped away from them. And they're just like really like about technology. Then there's the Zerg.
Okay.
And we're talking hive larva come out, 9,000 come out and just rip your shit up. That's what I think Gujus are, bro. They just got the hive mind, bro. Larval.
So insanely racist, but could be accurate. The thing is, like, dude, Gujus they're alpha, dude. They are. They really are. There's something about their shitty food that fuels them. Like, they really are about the grit. Like, we don't want good tasting food.
Dude, you're never full. So
When we dance with sticks. You understand, motherfucker?
And if you get wrong, we'll hit you.
Yeah.
Right? It is true that if you don't enjoy food, you're going back to work. Think about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Spices.
Your lunch breaks are going to be way shorter.
Boom. So you're working.
Yeah.
Spices ruin lives. Spices ruin work ethic.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Good, great point.
Which Indian are the ones that do like parking meters and like parking tickets and
Sorry,
stuff?
that's your boy here.
Parking
Sorry.
tickets?
No.
You know how-
New York traffic cops.
Like meter maid types?
Yeah.
Oh, those are Caribbean
Parking tickets.
Indians.
No.
Guyanese and
Bengalis.
stuff. Bengalis too?
Mad Bengalis. And Caribbeans as well.
Bangladeshis.
Bangladeshis, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm just saying, there is like a difference at this point.
I think so.
Why don't they ever want to graduate to full police officer? Like, why don't they want to like
Because
go get
they're
the
like,
gun?
I'm getting all the same money and the same benefits,
Yeah. We're doing no work.
but I'm not like putting my life in danger.
Got it.
Yeah. Bangladesh is a lazy
You understand, Joe?
Yeah, it's
smart.
very smart.
Smart. Okay.
They a lot of them stick together. The Bengalis, like they have like no gun. They don't have guns. The meter maids.
And the thing is, eventually, the chief of police or the police commissioner is going to end up being a Bengali guy who rose up as like a traffic cop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Moshiful Hassan.
Yeah.
Kaji Moshiful. Bro, they mob New York. So if you ever seen like a brown guy in New York, chances are he's a Bangladeshi guy.
Yeah.
There's everywhere. The Indians aren't on the streets like that in New York, right? Like
Indians are at a different level now.
Yes.
Right?
Jersey is Indians, bro. So Joe, if you see
Yeah.
an Indian in Jersey, it's an Indian guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Almost 100%. If you see a brown guy in
Queens or
Queens
Brooklyn.
or even
Manhattan, yeah.
all the halal cart boys that aren't Arab looking, Bengali.
Yeah.
Bangladesh. I don't know what it is, bro. It's the jobs that they found. One Cambodian guy found a donut shop in LA, and that became their fucking thing. We're gonna go on the Patreon for a little bit. Come join us.
Your mango big.